This is Battlefront 2 versus Jedi Fallen Order, and it'll be under 3 topics: gameplay, graphics, and story, and they will be rated. Each game will get out a 1 to 5 range on gameplay, graphics, and story, and then all the points will be added up, and then it will say who the winner is, and also I will be giving 2 points to who I think personally is the best. So now, let's start with graphics. Starting with Battlefront 2, the character models are outstanding and they get affected by the weather and events around them. The maps, they look beautiful, and sometimes when I'm playing, I don't even realize that this is a game. It was really an outstanding job, and it looks amazing whenever I'm playing. Like, it's an online game with like 60 people, 40 people in like a game, and still the game runs smoothly and the graphics are outstanding. One thing though is sometimes the bushes or trees, or sometimes when I'm in the forest or I'm going through grass, it kind of looks artificial, which kind of ruins the whole Star Wars experience. But most of the time, it's amazing visuals. Well, Jedi Fallen Order. The graphics are also amazing. When I'm playing, the character model looks great, and there's so much stuff happening around you when you're just discovering different missions. It looks great, and each detail is so precise. If you go into even places that, like, just little side places that you might not naturally even go into, like, you'll notice the details are great. Now, the issue is the campaign, the obvious thing, the only thing you can really do in Jedi Fallen Order, the campaign, doesn't look that much better than the Battlefront 2 campaign. So how do I rate each game? Well, let's start with Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 will get a 4 out of 5 stars. The graphics look amazing, and for being a game made in 2017, it's like doesn't even look possible for 2017 to look that good in graphics in a game. So, what about Jedi Fallen Order? Jedi Fallen Order has amazing graphics, but it's more an amazing game that has tons and tons of stuff to do. But the graphics just don't look that good. I mean, they're okay. They're a little better than Battlefront 2's campaign, but the cutscenes look amazing. The cutscenes are amazing. But it's just cutscenes. When you're actually playing the game, it's not that much better than Battlefront 2. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars. So now we're at gameplay. So I'm going to be judging each game on gameplay. And for Battlefront 2, I'm going to judge it on the campaign, because there's so many different mini games you can play in Battlefront 2. So in Battlefront 2, the campaign feels very linear. I kind of liked it in the beginning when you're just on a spaceship and you're breaking out, you're a robot at one point, and then you become the character and you're just trying to escape. And then you're on the forest and you're trying to get the rebels. Like, it's great. But then you join the rebellion, and it's not just that, but it feels too linear. It feels like I know it's not supposed to be a non-linear game, but I just feel like every time I'm going, it's like, okay, so I can't do anything else. I have to follow this straight path, and it's not too good for me. I don't really like it. Now, Jedi Fallen Order's campaign is brilliant, and I know Battlefront 2 is not all about the campaign, so they can't focus all their time on it, but in Jedi Fallen Order, I feel it's a whole world to explore. Even though I have to follow a path, get in certain things, I'm on a certain planet, I have to go a certain way. There's so many different pathways you can take, so many different enemies, so many different stories that kind of all connect together in each plot line. But in between each plot line, you're kind of free to go. You know what to do, and you do it how you like, your style. That's why I prefer Jedi Fallen Order's campaign. In Jedi Fallen Order, even though you have a certain thing to do, it really feels open, and that's why I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. Battlefront 2, the campaign is too linear and too boring, so I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 stars. Now for the finale between Battlefront 2 and Jedi Fallen Order. We're on the last category, story. What is the story mode of each campaign? And for Battlefront 2, we'll even explore the other modes because Battlefront 2's campaign isn't filled with too much. So, starting with Battlefront 2, the story of the campaign is you're an Imperial officer who is on missions and then sees the Death Star blow up, eventually joins the Rebels. Story continues that way. Okay, and the Jedi Fallen Order story is that you were a Jedi who was just kind of a mechanic for a bunch of years, and then you're finally getting back into your Jedi training and trying to discover as much as you can and save as many people as you can around the galaxy. And like I said, I'll do a quick bonus for the Battlefront 2 story game modes. So, heroes versus villain is 4 heroes and 4 villains that fight each other. There's no story behind that. Supremacy is you either play in the Republic, the Republic, the Rebellion, or the Resistance. And you either play in the Republic, you play as the Separatists or the Republic, and the Rebellion, you either play as the Rebellion and the Empire, and the Resistance, you play either the Resistance or the First Order. So those are pretty simple. You just fight, just kind of like Heroes versus Villains, just more expanded. Okay, so now let's rate them. Battlefront 2's story for the campaign is really bad, but it has its good moments. Just becoming a person in the Rebels is kind of really lame, and I wish we could have taken the longer Imperial route, but either way, the story was decent. You still get to do a bunch of fun stuff through the story, and it's linear, which I mentioned before, but for people who aren't just casual Star Wars fans and they just want to play a Star Wars campaign, it's pretty good for them. So, with that in mind, I'm going to give Battlefront 2 3 out of 5 stars on the story aspect of the game. Now, Jedi Fallen Order, I'm also going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. The story is pretty compelling in the beginning. You're just a Jedi who's just a mechanic in this world. You've lost most of your Jedi roots and you're just your average guy. It's pretty compelling, and then you start getting the Jedi stuff, and it's like, cool, I'm finally getting. But then after that, it's like, all right, now you're a Jedi, trying to save the galaxy. So that's about it. That's what you do for the rest of the game. So that's why I'm also going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. Now let's add them up. Battlefront 2 is going to get 9 out of 15 stars after adding up all the categories, and Jedi Fallen Order is going to get 10 out of 15 stars. Now, I did say I'd give 2 personal bonus points to my favorite game. Now, my favorite game is Battlefront 2 between the two of them. However, the polls have, let's say, showed, even though they're my own polls, so I'm going to give 1 point to each just to make it fair. So the final results is Battlefront 2 gets 10 out of 15 stars, and Jedi Fallen Order gets 11 out of 15 stars. Now, say I just turn on my computer, the game I'm going to hop on is Battlefront 2, though clearly Jedi Fallen Order is a better game and more compelling, and that's why I still always come back to it every so often. So, what is your ratings? You can let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe for more Star Wars knowledge.